Why don't we start with Tesla, especially because we just mentioned your book right there. Looking at their delivery numbers, the forecast is for a 6% increase year over year, 463,000 deliveries. Can you put that into context for us? Obviously, a year-over-year increase, that's always good. An escalation back to growth, that's always good. But we keep talking about this rising Chinese competition. So in that context, what is a 6% rise in deliveries? What does that mean for Tesla?
Yeah, it's not as good as it was in the past few years, and we've seen explosive growth from Tesla. The beginning of this year, really not seeing that. The first 2 quarters were down. So returning to growth, the growth story is what Tesla needs. It's a growth story stock. Investors looking for the idea that the company is going to be growing hugely in the next few years, right? And so part of that is this week's announcement. Part of that is going to be next week's announcement with the robo-taxi event, where Elon is supposed to be giving more of his kind of vision for the future. If you're an investor in Tesla, those are the kinds of things you look for, beating expectations, hopefully today, and then next week's announcement.
You know, very quickly, I want to hit some of these other automakers, but what are your expectations for that robo-taxi event? Is that also going to be a stock mover, or is a lot of that already priced in, the idea that he's going to come out with some innovation when it comes to autonomous driving and all those kind of things?
It's likely already kind of priced into the stock. We've kind of seen that. It's a lot of investors don't expect this in the near term. You know, looking at the results this month from Tesla, there's also going to be a lot of interest in how they're doing in China. The expectation is that today's results were probably largely due to China sales. Tesla's been very aggressive in adjusting its prices over there as it competes against foreign rivals or for Chinese local rivals in the EV space. And so it's kind of a two-punch, if you will. Investors want to see that the excitement for the future, but also kind of where they are coming in on profitability towards the end of the month with the expected earnings results.
All right, let's talk about Stellantis very quickly. So they raised their guidance for sending less vehicles to the United States and North America. Before it was 100,000, now it's 200,000. One of the things they cited for some of the pressure they're facing is increased Chinese competition, but we don't sell a lot of Chinese vehicles here in North America. Remember, this is the parent of Jeep and Ram and other things. What's going on with Stellantis?
Yeah, Stellantis is kind of a two stories there. The European automakers are all talking about challenges in China, but Stellantis in the U.S. has been troubled for months now. Lots of industry observers noting that inventories were really swelling, dealers concerned about their inventories and really pressuring the company to mark down or put some incentives to move that metal. You got to remember, Chrysler, Jeep, this is a company that's made a lot of money from selling expensive SUVs. And we're in a market now where the consumer is looking for cheaper vehicles. You remember the average cost of a new vehicle sold last month in the U.S. was about $10,000 more than it was right before COVID really sent prices skyrocketing at the end of 2019. So right now, there's this kind of belief that the consumer is maybe priced out of these vehicles, even with the Fed lowering rates, and kind of put pressure to kind of lower prices here in the next few months, not just for Stellantis, but General Motors and Ford, really kind of the end of the gravy train that we perhaps have seen in the last few years.
All right, last question. I want to hit on Ford. Last quarter, they actually indicated they're going to increase their production of electric vehicles, but it seems like those hybrid vehicles seem to be really what's sparking a lot of sales growth. What are you expecting from Ford?
Yeah, hybrid is an interesting kind of evolution in the marketplace. For so long, we saw automakers trying to rush towards the idea of being fully electric to kind of copy what Tesla was doing. But Ford and Toyota have really found some success in that kind of in-between area with hybrids, appealing to customers who aren't quite ready to go all in on EVs, who still want kind of the flexibility of having a gas, but also some of the advantages of the electrification of the car.